So today we're making cauliflower pizza, and the cauliflower is going to form the crust. So basically what I did is I took a whole head of cauliflower, I put it in my handy dandy food processor over here, and I ground it up until it became this texture, which is a little bit like rice. It's called cauliflower rice, so if you're trying to replace rice, it's sort of an attempt on it. But anywho, so you take this, you grind it down, and then you boil it for about 5 minutes or so till it's nice and tender. You're going to take this and you're going to drain about 2 cups worth of water out of it. You need it to be super duper dry. Okay, so we got all the cauliflower in the towel, and basically what you do is you just kind of turn it. It's got to be completely cooled, and you start rendering all the water out of it, and you're going to continue to do that till your cauliflower comes out perfectly dry, like almost completely dry. It's about 2 cups of water that are going to fully drain out of it. What you're looking at in here is about a cup of mozzarella, an egg, quarter teaspoon of Italian seasoning, fresh pepper, ground pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and a quarter teaspoon of fine salt. Once the cauliflower was well wrung out, it was about, maybe had about a cup and a half of leftover cauliflower, maybe 2 cups, but I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty dry. Still got some good moisture in there, but it's pretty dry. I would recommend using a tea towel instead of a regular kitchen towel, because the fuzzies on the kitchen towel tend to hold more of the moisture. You'll wring out more moisture with a tea towel. I mixed up all the cauliflower and all the ingredients you saw in the food processor. I just pulsed it for about a couple seconds or so, maybe 5 seconds. And then I added a tablespoon of ground flaxseed just to kind of offset the oils and cholesterol from the mozzarella and the egg. So I'm spreading this crust out, just trying to make it as even as possible all the way around. You can smell the garlic and the Italian seasoning in here. I can see where here I kind of pushed a little too far, so I'll fix those little patches. I basically just pinched around the end to kind of make a fake pizza crust, or the idea of a pizza crust. And then I'm going to bake this without the toppings first for about 20 minutes at 450 degrees. I also coated the bottom of my parchment paper with, I used my red chili oil, but you could just use regular olive oil. And that's pretty much it. So you're going to bake it for about 20 minutes so it looks nice and browned. And then once this is good to go, then you can put your toppings on it and just till the cheese gets bubbly for like probably about another 10 minutes or so. The pizza's actually holding up pretty good. I don't know if you can tell, it's got some hold to it. It's not falling apart, which is a good sign, right, that you drained your cauliflower out well enough. If your pizza really didn't turn out quite as nice and firm as mine did, it doesn't matter, it's still going to taste really, really good, and I'm sure whoever you made this for is going to be pretty happy that they're having a pizza that they can eat and not worry about all the toppings. Now you don't want to put too much tomato sauce on it. I did kind of put a lot, but I think it's okay because the pizza actually held together really well. And so I am going to go ahead and start with the marinara, and then really it's not even marinara, it's just basil, organic tomato basil pasta sauce. So then we go ahead and sprinkle our cheese on top. Don't be shy. And we'll just start putting all our nice toppings on it. I sliced up quite a bit of onions because they really do add a lot of nice flavor. I'm putting those on top. And then the zucchini. Our red peppers. It's like the potpourri pizza. Put some nice tomatoes down. And at the end, if when you're done with this pizza, if you have some nice arugula, once the pizza comes out of the oven, you can always just throw it on top and drizzle it with some olive oil, and it tastes really good. A nice little fresh contrast to all the cooked food. And then here, I'm going to start putting some of my leftover bison. So they're kind of little pseudo meatballs, but we needed some meat on this pizza because if not, Eugene's going to kill me. I've been making him eat so a lot less meat lately. But there's always a use for your leftovers, guys, and pizza's the perfect vehicle for leftovers. I used to not save leftovers, but realizing how much money I was wasting, I started thinking twice about that. So now I just kind of come up with creative ways to keep reusing my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to pop this in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then when it comes out, I'll go ahead and show it to you. Also, I'm going to want to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit more mozzarella cheese on top of everything, just so that you actually do have a nice cheesy look above. Okay. Little drizzle with olive oil. And back into the oven at 450 degrees for 10 minutes. And so this is the final product. Nothing too fancy, but it's going to taste great. I went ahead and I transferred it onto my round pizza platter so I can actually cut it, because if I try to cut it on my grill that has the grate, which this is the one that I baked it on, just so more of the heat could actually get straight to the cauliflower. But over here, I just put it on this and then I'll just roll it out and cut it into slices. So food is ready. Thanks for watching.